So you didn't listen to the best predictor of the market out there, and right now you're in the situation where you sold. You were waiting for a dip, you were waiting for the last 20% drop to $40,000 Bitcoin, you were waiting for yourself to get in back into the market, and right now you're looking at the market and seeing that everything is up drastically. You're thinking to yourself, man, I lost all these entry points. I was looking at these tokens. This thing did 5x, 10x, 15x, 20x, and missed my opportunity. Opportunity like this will never come back. It was so easy. I just had to buy, but I did not. I did not buy. Today, we're talking about the coins that you should probably look at currently at this stage that did not break out yet. I will give you a framework on how to actually buy assets currently. I will also warn you about buying the assets that are pumped right now at this stage. I won't teach you how to fish. You don't need to constantly look for coins to buy and things like that. You just need to understand certain charts, certain movements that are happening on the marketplace, and just be buying into the right charts out there. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and without further ado, let's start. My Memecoin and NFT thesis is based around Ethereum. So let me make this very clear once again. Ethereum does not need to outperform Solana, and I don't think it will, nor do I think it matters. What matters is that Ethereum will pump hard once BTC puts in a good pump and confirms the start of the bull market. Ethereum will then be the most obvious bet on the market. Study Ethereum BTC mean reversion. All I'm betting on is the ETH-BTC mean reversion and the gigantic wealth effect it will have on alts. Ethereum is a giant, a sleeping giant, and we kind of have a proof on the marketplace currently that this giant actually knows how to wake up, because back in March it was only 15% away from all-time high, while Solana was 26%. Solana just has a better wealth effect this cycle, because even with Ethereum being only 15% from all-time high, it only did a 4x from the bottoms, and Sol being 26% away from all-time highs did around 25-30x from the bottoms, which definitely made a bunch of money for a bunch of people. But the reason it was able to do that is because vaporware went to zero in the bear market. Literally zero. And once it wakes, Ethereum memes will pump like they are one of Elon's rockets. My picks are the most memeable and the strongest calls in all of crypto. Human-like characters with legit identities. Pepe, Mock, Milady. You will see. I can see it so clearly and am so certain of this. It's unbearable on some days. Nothing can shake my conviction. It's quite interesting because there are quite a lot of whales that essentially are very bullish on Milady NFT. And holding and pushing it nicely. I think GSR was calling Milady NFTs to reach crazy amount of capital, crazy amount of prices in the bull market, and I think he's one of the top 3 holders of Milady NFTs. At the same time, I was checking out on chain. They are manipulating the price of the coin, like it's staying the price of the NFT. I'm sorry, it's staying at 5 Ethereum for such a long amount of time. The only reason it's staying at 5 Ethereum is because most of the supply is controlled by several wallets, and when the sale is happening, they're just pushing a bit more NFTs on the marketplace and pricing it at 5 Ethereum. This is something I've seen, and these wallets, they have a bunch of these NFTs. So default type of crap as we essentially are seeing in the crypto market out there. Very nice technical analysis from Stan, and I project Ethereum to catch up heavily. Like, it's crazy to me. BTC is where? BTC is somewhere here currently in comparison to Ethereum, right? Somewhere here. We even never were at these levels in this cycle, right? This is 50% move for Ethereum, at least 50% till all-time high. Imagine what will be happening with the Memecoins on Ethereum. Imagine what will be happening with the altcoins. And the reason I'm talking about Ethereum, you also have to understand this, is because a range of things on Solana, they pumped already. You won't have your nice entry points. Maybe because like exit liquidity of these traders is more active in the marketplace, even in the bear market scenario, and because of these fees, like people don't want to participate in Ethereum, things like that. But man, when this thing will be pumping, no one will care. No one will just care in the first place. They will just be allocating into assets, buying the assets, and assets will be pumping up nicely. Let's check out if we have the chart of Joe USDT. No, we don't have this chart of this meme coin. Like, there are no chart for these meme coins. It's crazy, but they're pumping so nicely currently. The Joe, the Kekets, crazy. Crazy things are happening on this marketplace. So coming back to our discussion, how you should be buying assets currently. Let's compare to something on the marketplace that is present already and that essentially you should not be buying this thing currently at this stage, despite the fact, yeah, like everyone is screaming to you, I'll probably be buying Giga and things like that. Nah, you should not be buying Giga at this stage, please. If you want to buy Giga at this stage, unsubscribe from this channel, unfollow, block me, delete me from your life completely. Do not watch this channel if you're looking to buy Giga at this stage, please, please. The only bull case I'm seeing for Giga is the fact that it's heavily bundled project. Most of the supply is controlled. The only bull case I'm seeing is that, yeah, it's only like $5.5 million of liquidity at this stage, which is very, very low. With $5.5 million of liquidity, it has $500 million market cap, which is crazy. Which is $500 million market cap, which is crazy. Like, to compare to take your Bitcoin and thinking it has like $15 to $20 million in liquidity and only has $300 million market cap, because it's an older meme, right? It's an older project. They used to make things like that, and currently they make things like this. What have you done, right? $500 million market cap. Don't buy into this, please. Don't buy into these things. Let's check out the chart of Pepe. This chart I would buy. $4 billion market cap at this stage. From my point of view, it's actually primed to break out. Here we might consolidate, here we break out. Like it's due a breakoutage out there currently. And just look at the charts. Just look at the things that I'm sharing with you, right? Bobo as well, not at all-time highs yet. Giga is at all-time highs currently. You can still think that, well, probably in Ethereum many of these things will go back to the all-time highs, right? And probably it will go higher, because we do underestimate the amount of liquidity that will be coming into this marketplace. We all do underestimate it. SPX, $900 million market cap. Again, if you're buying SPX at these levels, well, it's kind of interesting, because some people are buying because, as mentioned in the previous video, they believe that Murad will push this thing to billions. From my point of view, yeah, we're just due a heavy consolidation. Like, what is your upside? You are at the edge of the Bitcoin breakout. You're at the edge of BTC all-time highs. You are at the edge of Ethereum finally kicking up and continuing. Just don't buy into memes that are heavily pumping already. Like even these things, even these like recent lower caps that currently surging up, right? Will it essentially repeat Sigma and go somewhere right here? Even if, yes, it would be only at $100 million market cap, you would do it 2x. There are a bunch of things on the marketplace that are somewhere at this area currently that you can be buying into and get the bulk of this movement, because there is a huge difference. If you're buying here, you're entering $12 million market cap. You're buying here, you're entering at 50. 12 to 100, it's almost like a 10x. And we are trading these all of the charts of the assets, of all of the assets on the marketplace currently that are not dead, like Memecoins, new Memecoins. Most of the Memecoins are new, right? They are at the bottoms. They are here currently. You see, I have these arrows. I have these arrows here as well. Some of them are here. Please don't buy into things like this. This thing, maybe it would do like 2 to 3x in a full blow, but you will heavily diminish your upside heavily. And just to give you an example of something that is kind of surging up currently, that is kind of trying to break out. So this is the chart you want to be buying. Ideally, not even here, not even at this stage, but probably here. Obviously, the ideal entry point is even here. The best ideal is here in August, but in August you had to wait. You had to wait till August, from August till November, right? And here you at least would have this move to all-time high. You at least would have 2.5x's from here, right? Most likely it will be happening. And as mentioned in my video yesterday, I also declared the start of the election meta. I do think I think it's our second day in election meta. We still have around 6 to 7 days to go, which it's kind of interesting because the timing exactly is around the finalization of election and who would essentially be winning out there. Will it be able to go above the all-time highs? Probably it will, but it will be like a blow off top stage, right? So even if you're entering here, like you would be able to maybe safely make like 2 to 3x on a short amount of time frame, I would essentially say, because I don't think that something like this will take like a lot of time to play out with us, because like the bull case for this thing is very, very close to us, and the bull case should be happening around this thing as well. Even the chart of Vista, I was sharing it in my essentially private Discord probably like yesterday, probably somewhere here, but just based on this chart, just look at this. Even currently, it's a nice entry point right now because we're not in the all-time highs. And interestingly, it also just printed the same chart. Yes, we are all like, I won't get tired on repeating this. We are just printing the same charts out there. Let's check out our ND on Blast. What is happening with ND on Blast? By the way, I do think I will be doing this separate video. We are currently, and I would say that it just takes a little bit time to form this pattern, right? A little bit more time. And I did not want to say this when I was first presenting this part, but it seems like we are following more the chart of Brent and not the chart of Trump. I will be showing this in my separate video as well, but this is exactly the same chart. It will be reversing back up. We will be consolidating around this liquidity resistance area, $20 million, with some people wanting to take profits and exit and things like that, and then we will be breaking higher. This is the same thing as buying your MAG in August, right? Because I do believe that currently, like, we are very, very close to the bottom at this stage. Yes, you would have to wait, but these are all the same charts. You have to understand this. These are all the same charts. Certain people are saying that, well, there is an issue of liquidity in the marketplace, not everything will grow. This is purely like pussy talk. And the main reason for that is because there is truly an issue of liquidity in the marketplace. There is not enough blue chip meme coins out there. Not enough, 100%. A lot of them, they are losing their upside already because essentially they are reaching to higher prices on the marketplace out there. And a situation like this, it won't continue for a large amount of time. Yeah, you have to wait. Yeah, you might lose some an opportunity cost in terms of seeing some other things pumping up. But the worst thing is just buy the green candles. Like, it does not make sense in the first place. Something I wanted to check as well is essentially Solana, Ethereum, right? Do you remember this high I was sharing on the channel as well? Everyone was screaming like Ethereum is so shit, like it's so bad and things like that. What we actually do a reversal. What if I would tell you that Solana pump was an inside job by jump trading that was orchestrated by the end of 2023 with the market makers behind Solana and insiders VC that wanted to conduct an exit pump. Then the Godbit came, they created Bonk, they helped to create infrastructure on Solana to trade meme coins, and the whole thing jumped and transferred into the casino. In March, they understood that the whole thing got adopted by the marketplace at $200 per Solana, and they started to dump Solana because they wanted to scoop up more at lower prices because they understood that probably it will be going higher into the cycle. And in August, jump trading that decided to dump Solana from March till August, they got under investigation. They were forced to sell a bunch of the SUI, a bunch of the Solana, a bunch of their ETH, which was the reason for us to essentially see like $115 on Solana, less than 2K on Ethereum, 0.4 on SUI as well. They got under investigation. They were forced to sell these assets. And yeah, they essentially dumped the price from there. This is something that was happening. And what's interesting is that Ansem, in one of the tweets, he was just sharing a screenshot. He was saying, like, someone just asked him, like, what would you suggest to buy? Like, or what else would you suggest to buy? He gave out the list of alts. He said Solana, but he also said that I will be planning to sell Solana in March, as there should be quite large unlocks around that time. This is something that he shared on his X, right? People are saying that, like, this is the best on-chain casino and things like that, but, like, it's becoming harder and harder with each and every day. I'm just trying to communicate that I do think that our upside in all the launches that still have the upside is in Ethereum currently. Because still, like, most of the money they are in Ethereum, right? We definitely have this uptrend, we have these highs, but from my point of view, it's time for this giant to finally wake up. It's time for this giant to send Ethereum meme coins to absolute Valhalla. We can check out our total 3, guys. Total 3. Yeah, it's very, very similar to chart of Ethereum. And that's why, like, guys, do you see the same pattern playing out here? It's crazy. I can even tell you where ND on Blast is on this pattern. Do you want me to tell you where it is? It should be right here. ND on Blast should be right here. It's crazy. It's the same pattern playing out. Do you see it playing out? I've been checking out so many charts lately and just 24/7 in different charts. Like, it's crazy. And it follows Ethereum very, very well as well. Total 3 is essentially the capitalization of all of the altcoins in the market, except Ethereum, right? We are here, guys. We are probably currently right here. Nothing is happening yet. Some people are coming back into the market, right? I would bet that we are here. And if we are, man, This would be just crazy. Obviously, we'll probably see some diminished returns because of the essentially the assets becoming like large and things like that. Something I wanted to respond to as well, because some of you might have questions like, well, if you are bullish on Ethereum, maybe you're bullish on altcoins, and that's why we should be buying in position to altcoins. Let me do and share a little bit of chart comparison to you. So we assume that most of the assets currently, they are following these charts, right? So I would just do two of them for you to essentially see. Let's say these are memes and these are alts. Memes wise, I would say that most meme coins out there, they are somewhere here. They're essentially somewhere at this range. There are some lagging like Indian Blast, right? But overall, if we would take like Memecoin index, maybe somewhere here, right? Like mid and larger caps, they might be here. I would say mid caps, they might be here. Larger caps are due to break out because larger caps will probably be breaking out with more retail coming to the market as well, because current PvP market participants, they don't want to buy into them because they understand that the upside is limited. The same way you should not be buying into Giga and SPX, understanding the upside is limited. Alts, I would say they're somewhere here. If you're buying into alts currently, you would probably have one of the best entry points. Like if you would be looking into current prices 6 months later, you would see like crazy, like it's crazy. But I do think that meme coins will eventually outperform because of the alt market is rigged, right? At the same time, with alts, like if you're entering with substantial amounts of money and if you're not looking like for crazy access, you will do like 2, 3, 5, 10 access on some alts as well, which will be quite nice. You would just have to isolate yourself away from this like meme coin thing that's running and everyone seems to be making money, despite the fact like most people are essentially losing money, right? And people who are making money are only people who are positioning themselves in the proper charts early and are holding. Don't trade, just hold, right? So with alts, you would have to wait, from my point of view, you would have to wait a little bit more till we essentially will be here, will break out, right? Because a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin is $71,000 at this stage, and like alts like Arbitrum is 0.5. Back in March when BTC was $71,000, Arbitrum was $2. This is a huge catch-up that should be happening, right? Huge catch-up on most of the altcoins, even things like Arbitrum. This is like something older out there. Your SU, your stacks, essentially as well. But overview, like the reason I'm doing these drawings on Bitcoin dominance chart is because I expect dominance to top quite soon, right? And I do think that we should be going slightly higher, Bitcoin dominance. Although we already are like at 60%, we have a very, very nice resistance right here at 60.5. I don't think we should be going higher BTC dominance wise, but this is something I was sharing multiple times in different videos as well. BTC dominance surging up, alts, they will not be probably growing out there. What will be happening is memes will be running and essentially BTC echo, right? And the goal honestly is to understand meme coin metas and be able to position yourself before an eventual pump on the alts. I'm honestly expecting memes to run like at least until the end of November. Like I'm thinking that we might be seeing a correction around the middle of November, just for the sake of it. But you have to understand that correction on BTC might actually result in some liquidity coming back to alts, or if I would honestly love to see a shakeout like this. Imagine BTC going to new all-time highs. The only thing that kind of follows BTC are memes, and then in the middle of November we're seeing a correction BTC, but alts they correct as well. This would be like a final shakeout for altcoin holders, because they've seen BTC going to all-time highs. They've seen all these degenerate making crazy money with meme coins. They expect the same thing happen with altcoins, and on the correction, instead of BTC liquidity coming into the alts, they will correct as well. And with the reversal, we will finally be getting our alt season. This would be like a final shakeout for altcoin holders currently. And if you think about that, like altcoin holders, they got like a bunch of shakeouts this cycle already, right? But I still do think that alts, they will essentially they will not show the same performance as meme coins out there. So charts wise, like if we would imagine the chart of altcoins and not include meme coins, I would say they're somewhere here currently. So they definitely have upside, but the bulk of this movement will be way smaller than this movement on memes, but only certain memes. We'll also have to understand that range of memes, they're already not at their accumulation zones currently. So if you're buying here, you will be making essentially crazy amount of money, crazy funds. You just have to hold. If you were buying somewhere here, if you're buying currently, no, And if you're buying something like Giga and SPX, or if you're buying right here, God bless you. Please unsubscribe and follow, block me. I don't think that, yeah, we probably came to this market just to lose, right? So this is my overview at this stage. And it's a very interesting situation in the marketplace currently. I expect BTC dominance to continue to surge up. I expect BTC Echo to wake up. It's already waking up. Memecoins are surging as well. So Memecoins, they exhausted a bunch of supply already. I do believe election meta will be essentially continuing with Ethereum pumping up and following BTC, and essentially election meta coming up, like transferring into pepe meta. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Stay healthy and rich, and